Hello and welcome to another Simple Trading Ideas trading tutorial. This Simple Trading Ideas trading tutorial covers the topic of price charts. So what we're going to do is we're going to jump right in and we're going to look at some prices and see how price charts are constructed. Okay, we are in and here are some prices. Now this is in a tabular format, okay, and this is actually daily data from the Dow Jones Industrial Average showing the components here of the prices, and here we go. So the opening price, high, low of the day, and the close, and here as well as volume. Now what we're going to be focusing on is going to be the open, high, low, and close of each of the time periods here as we move forward. And as you can see, we go through and you see the prices changing. So the open in this instance being higher than the close. This would indicate a down day. If we go here, the open lower than the closing price, this indicates an up day. Okay. You can go through and take a look at the data presented here, but it's different than looking at a visual representation of this data in a graphic form, such as a chart. So that's what we're going to do now. We're going to take the same data and use the open, high, low, and close and take a look at the chart that has been constructed using that data. Okay, here we go. Here's our chart, and as I click along here, if you look in the left side of the screen, you can see the corresponding raw data information there. Okay, so here we go. So basically, the nice thing about a chart is you gain something that's more difficult to visualize just by looking at the raw data, and that is the very valuable perspective. I mean, you could look at this and you could say, well, this price is obviously lower than the previous open, etc., etc. You could see those things, but here you see things like these highs up here in relation to where things were down here in the middle of the year, completely different. So how the chart is constructed is, we make these a little bigger for us so we can see them better, is as follows. Okay, so let's choose this particular day right here. Okay, now this particular day, the left tick that you see is the opening price. The highest mark we see here is the high of that day. The lowest is the low of that day, and the right tick is the close of that particular day. Okay, so open, high, low, close. This quite obviously was a down day. Okay, so in fact, when the low and the close are so very, very close, or just about there, or exactly the same, that's often referred to as a dead low close. It would be a dead high close if it were reverse, and the high of the day ended up being the close of the day as well. So this was a definitive down day. Now, again, you see the prices in relation to one another as things were going on. Now, the nice thing about this, too, is that price charts can be constructed using a variety of time frames. This is just daily. We can construct price charts using monthly data to gain even more perspective. And let's take a look at that. Okay, so using monthly data, it's the same thing. You can see the months separated here. Okay, using monthly data, we can see that the Dow Jones Industrial Average is up near some very significant highs, and that quite obviously we are trading up here in this particular area, and that is in the area of 52-week highs, which are significant. You can see how the market has moved upward, and interestingly enough, amid all the news of doom and gloom, even back here when people were saying that, oh wow, the market's below and Dow Jones Industrial is below 7,000. What's going to happen? Is it going to go to 4,000, 2,000, 1,000? And as you can see, the people who were waiting for that, well, they're most likely disappointed. They might be still singing doom and gloom, which is fine, but looking at the direction of the market using a price chart lets you know where you should be with regard to your particular trading. The trend is your friend, and those people who were fortunate enough to be long have done very well. Now we're getting up again near those 52. We're at the 52-week highs. And we're approaching a very significant high here, so it'll be interesting to see what happens. But again, this monthly chart, you can have weekly charts, daily charts, all constructed here from this data with the time period, the time down here, time period being variable, but the time itself on the x-axis and the prices themselves on the y-axis. Now, typically in a chart or graph, you're used to seeing the labels for the y-axis on the left-hand side. In this case, and in most cases in most markets, you'll see the labels on this side, as this is where the most recent price action is as we move forward in time. All right, that concludes just a basic bit of information about price charts. Thank you for taking the time to join us for another Simple Trading Ideas trading tutorial. Please feel free to come to our website at www.simpletradingideas.com for more great trading information. Thank you and have a phenomenal day.